If you would like to learn how to do a backhand drive, this video I'm going to show you my way of doing a backhand drive and how it can be such a useful weapon, especially in a game of double. Generally, there are two ways to do a backhand drive. It's either your racket's already flat and you squeeze, or some people like to start with a racket like this and then get the power through the rotation of that racket. I personally like to do this more rather than this, but it's entirely up to you. Most of the time when you drive the shuttle, you tend to be around midcourt. It doesn't take a lot of power to squeeze and send the shuttle flying all the way to the other end. So you find that as long as you use your kinetic chain, where you use a bigger muscle to pull and squeeze, there is actually a lot of power at your there's actually a lot of power at your disposal already. I generally don't do this to generate extra power. In fact, I find it's easier on my forearm and my body to hit like this rather than like this. It's something that you have to try to see which one you like the most. I don't think there's any right or wrong way. Certainly if you do this, you probably find that you're going to get more power. I don't feel I need that extra power in my play. But it doesn't really matter what techniques you use. There are some fundamental principles that will be the same in both cases. When you get ready and when you start seeing the shuttle go to your left, the first thing you do is always to track the shuttle with the racket. So as you can see, I don't move anything. The first instinct is to track the shuttle with the racket hand. The racket always leads your body. So that's one of the first principles that you have to learn. Racket first. Now, while you start tracking the racket, this way you're going to change your grip into your thumb grip or your bevel grip, depending on whatever you want, depending on what your style is. So from here, I'm in my natural V grip, track, change to my thumb grip. Now from here, second step is now I have to decide how to step and reach a shuttle with my foot, with my racket foot. So some people make the mistake is that they don't step far enough, so they tend to lean forward too much and be off balance and really put too much pressure on the patella, and that can lead to very serious injury. So please learn to reach with your foot, so by the time you hit, you're nice and upright, stable, and you're able to hit the shot. So to recap, actually the first thing you should really do is split and then lead with the racket. Okay, so step one, split. Step two, lead with the racket. Step three, lunge. The timing between your lunging and your hitting is something that once again depends on you. I like to land first and then hit, while some people like to hit and land at the same time. So there are players out there that would hit and land at the same time. For me, I like to be stable and hit. But as you can see, there's not a lot of delay between me landing and hitting, so I can still transfer the energy of my body momentum into the racket. So a couple of reasons why I like to land before I hit is that by the time I land and I hit, I can still lean forward, I can still adjust my body as needed when I play the shot. So it could be slightly forward. But if I land at the same time, it's a lot harder to control that momentum. Secondly, as I land, I have the stable base that allow me to change my shot at the last minute if I want to. So if I want to squeeze down the line, I can do that. Or I can just do a soft shot, or I can just go cross court. So I still have a lot of options that I can decide right at the last minute, depending on what the players are doing. But if I land at the same time, I just find I'm essentially committed to the shot, and I don't have that flexibility to make changes that I would like to. Another reason is that as I land and I hit, I find it's easier for me to push back and get ready for the next one. But if I hit and land at the same time, I don't know, I just find that big transition of momentum going forward and backwards, I just don't have the stability that I want in my game. It's something that you want to try and experiment for yourself. I know there are people out there who like to land and hit. I just like to do the heel to hit system, each to their own. Don't get me wrong, certainly there are times when I'm under pressure and the shuttle is coming really fast and I struggle to get there, then I will either have to hit before I land or I hit when I land, and just to get myself out of trouble. But if I have time, I tend to land, I tend to go heel, toe, hit. So once you land, this is when you can start to use your kinetic chain, where essentially I will then pull my hand back, allow the elbow to stay there, pull the hand back, which then allow me to pull from the shoulder and the tricep before I squeeze. So rather than just squeezing like this, if I want more power, that's all I need. I don't need to do big swing like this at all. It's about being compact, efficient, and use your body energy to feed into the racket to do your drive. I think if you were to just stand static drive, then maybe this kind of shot will give you more power. But the moment you just start moving, and lunging, that's a lot of energy that you can use to feed into your squeeze. Pull the hand back, so don't pull the whole shoulder and the arm back. Leave the elbow in front. Pull the hand back, not much, and then squeeze. And dependent if you want to hit down the line or cross court, it's when you will squeeze. So obviously, if I want to go hit out that way, then I have to squeeze here when the racket still point that way. If I want to go cross court, then I have to squeeze here where the racket pointing that way, so it can go cross court. So then it's all about timing as to when you want to squeeze, is which direction you want to hit your shuttle. So think about that timing rather than go, I want to hit that way, I got to swing my arm that way. If I want to swing down the line, I got to push my hand down the line. Don't think like that, okay? Because you're going to lose a lot of power by doing big swing, and your consistency and your quality will be terrible. And with every shot, the recovery is so important for you to get ready for the next one. So as you lunge and you hit, just like most typical lunges, you can either push back from the right foot and get ready, or you can drag the left foot forward, fall back on the left foot, and allow you to get ready. So to show from the side, you can little hit and come back, or drag the left foot and use the left foot to help you with the recovery process. And remember, with your lunging, it's always toe to the sky. And this way, you can really help to protect your patella when you land. So rather land like this, you can see how, so rather land like this, really concentrate on getting that toe to the sky, and you're going to find you're going to protect your patella so much more. So this is just a quick video to show you how I do my backhand drive. My kids are not here to help me feed, nor is my wife, so it's just me talking in this video, but I hope the information is still there to really help you to elevate your drive. Next week, I'll get my wife to help me with feeding, where I can show you how I'm hitting with the shuttle, and just to show you just how much power you have just simply by learning to squeeze the racket properly, and you're going to be amazed. So yeah, between now and then, enjoy the video. So please like and comment below, especially on any eureka moment that kind of go, aha, that you know is really going to help you with your badminton backhand drive. And please don't forget to share with someone you know who would benefit from this content as much as you. So remember, every like, comment, and interaction you have with this video will help it to grow so much on YouTube and allow us to build a thriving and growing badminton community together. So don't forget to squeeze that subscribe button, and let's get better together.